You don't seem to understand the concept of living below your means. The actress Kiki Palmer actually spoke recently, and she spoke about living way below her means. We all know kasi about being told that we need to live within, right? Within our means. Which also meant that pag naa kay sweldo, gastuhon ni mo tanan. And then mawala na siya, wala kay savings. But ako, I decided I want to live below my means. Meaning that, number one, I don't live my life to impress other people. I don't live my life to prove to you that I can afford this or that, kaya wala on may labot sa among mga lakaw. You don't understand the way I think because my mind isn't yours. Ang nakakatawa manggod sa mga tao is that you decide. You decide how I must speak about my wealth. And since nasupalpal man mo because you found out that I actually have it, inyo na po ko ninyo nga rich people don't say shit. Kibalo ka? You're shit. You're full of it. Magkatawa ko, you insult me for my appearance. And you think that matters to me? You think it matters to me nga gwapa ko sa pictures and dili in real life for you? You're not my husband. It's not your opinion that matters to me. Ang nakakatawa, inyong insultuhan akong boobs, ugma dayon, kaya ko ni patindogon. Ang imo maganing barong-barong, di na maganing halos mabarog. And then, my life, ang imo unahon? Kana bitang, you come into wealth. And it's not exactly something that can be proud of. Ako, I left wealth because I decided it, because I made my own. Now that I have a mom, I have more money, but my mindset is I have to live way below my means. Refer to my other video. Imagine that in ana ang ako ang expenses, then it must mean that if I live within my means, that's simply a fraction of it. Because at the end of the day, I want to create generational wealth for my son. I want him to not have to work until he's 40 because that's how I was raised. Nga bisan pag dili ko mo trabaho, buhik ko. And yes, you insulted me kaya nga nagbarbecuehan ako because it's a hobby. Hobby rin ako ang akong pagpa-barbecue and ang akong pagtakoyaki cause bibo. Because you know how high stress it is to run a 25 million peso franchise, and we have two since we have branches in 2 malls here in Butuan City. We used to have other franchises that we let go of, like Bonchon, which again, I opened in 2014. So I know what it's like. Kamo bitaw, you have opinions in lives you've never lived. You can't even survive a day in my shoes. You won't survive the life I've had. That's why I make decisions based on the kind of life I want. I want to live a simple life that I don't have to impress anybody. Because at the end of the day, the people I impress won't be able to help me when I need it. And you always seem to think that you can hit me with painful words by insulting my appearance. It's my appearance. You insult me about my boobs. My boobs have helped 100 kids. Have yours? You say that, oh, dili ko guwapa sa personal, pero guwapa ko sa pictures. And you think it's a filter? It's not na, oh. It's not a filter. I don't have a filter on. Kung di ka gwapahan ako, then so what? My beauty isn't for you. My beauty is mine. And besides, I don't need to be gwapa. I need to be bright. Because in the world today, unsaon ang imong kagwapa og dili ka maayo og life decisions. Unsaon imong kagwapa og magtinga sag ka because you're so busy impressing people on the internet. So imagine you're insulting me for making a smart decision, something you won't be able to understand. Because you live paycheck to paycheck. Because you choose to live without a budget. And that's how rich people become rich. By having an actual budget. By that actually screaming how wealthy you are. Because quiet luxury does exist. And kami lang yun, we just like to live our lives within our means. I mean, within our rules, ha? Still below our means. Because sakto man ang ingon ni Kiki Palmer. She has $1 million. She only spends 1,500 for rent. Because unsa man ang imong dako kang balay, ako di man ko manglimpyo. And maulaw pug ko nga magpalimpyo sa kang Tita Cherry o kay Leb sa dako kayo nga balay that we don't really use. Mao bitaw nang I did not live in the house that I grew up in because it was just too big. And the upkeep was just too much. Although I'm happy because my brother now uses my room because it was renovated by my mother. But at the end of the day, magkatawa ko ba because you say na oh, imong pamilya ang dato and then ikaw dili. Never heard of an inheritance? Never heard of an allowance? Never heard of stocks and investments? Never heard of what you'll never have? That's the thing, Manggod, because we don't find the same things important. What's important to me is that I'm in a happy marriage that actually works. What's important to me is my son is healthy and I can afford to send him to school nga dili ko maguol. I don't have to worry about, being able to afford the vacation anytime I want. The next one I'm planning is in October with my mom in December. Might be for Christmas. Sure, I don't spend like my mom who drops $500,000 in a day. Dili ko ingon na. Dili na. Because for me, I actually like to see my money grow in the bank. And of course, grow in the investments that I have made online. Because that's what I've been doing, because I actually like staying home and watching Netflix series. Not having to worry about grabe magkayod from 9 to 5 para lang na ay ikapakaon sa kong pamilya. I actually worked hard enough and made really smart investments that dili na kay ko maghago nga mura kog kanang mamatay, 'di ba? Para mangdaot on the internet para mo viral like what you are doing with my content. Your content that features me is what's viral. Hating on me is what's making you viral, making you money, and that you don't like me. We are not the same. I don't make money off of other people's suffering. But okay na ako. I'm not suffering by what you say about me because it doesn't matter. By the looks of things, kamo man ang mas naikinahanglan and dili ako. Mas kamo ang need i-validate by insulting me. Mas kamo need nga maangat by pulling me down, which is funny but inyo man ang mindset. That's why you're there and I'm here. That's why you're a bunch of nobodies and I'm Magno that you love to talk about. Mangutana ang mga tao, ngano suko kay sila nimo? Ang mas maayong pangutana sa ako is, do I care? Does it affect me if daghang kay suko nako? Labi na gyud sa mga reasons nga sila ra po'y kasabot. Why will I live my life to please you? Di man sa ko politiko para butaran ninyo. Ang mga politiko nga akong gisuportahan nang daog mang tanan. So I really don't understand the hate. But it's not my business to understand your hate because that's yours. Ako manggod, number one attitude is gratitude. I'm grateful for everything I have. I'm grateful for the life that I have now that is filled with all of my answered prayers. Number two, I work in silence. Daghan kay kog mga mugna nga wala jud ninyo makita on the internet. Number three, my mindset is gold. Meaning to say that discovering that I could live way below my means that whatever it is you think I don't have, I do. I just don't show it. And I don't have to explain every single detail because you will never be able to understand how I work. Because again, I'm me, not you. My point in life, Manggod, is that I've been to the ultra mega wealthy side of things. Kaya hindi ka maghunahon na kung naabagyo'y katapusan ang tanan. But then when you realize that you become older like me, nadyo'y katapusan ang tanan. So you have to be ready. And ang akong goal is that gusto ko ayahay akong anak until he's 40. Because that's how my parents raised me. Nga ayahay kaayo ko, well, in my case, ayahay kay ko till I'm 8, till mamatay ko actually. Kasi even akong columbarium, naan na sa amang mausoleum, naka-ready na daan. Kay my lola already prepared that. Imagine, magkatawa ko, dugay na kay niya na empathy ang St. Peter plan nga every 10 years tagaan siya bagong lungon. And she was proud about that. Kaya nga na manggod na. The one person that I learned how to live was my grandmother. Because she's the one who taught me to live way below my means. Kaya di magud kailangan na ng mag-arty-arty, at least for me. Dili ko kailangan mo spend just so makaingon ng mga tao nga na ako'y ikagasto. Labi na, og matod pa sa akong lola, di man nasad sila appeal sa gasto. And you're so busy flaunting your wealth and whatever it is you have on the internet. Pero paglilion ang imong kinabuhi, are you truly happy? Kaya daghan biya kayo ng super mega dato, kintahay, happy kintahay kaayo, pero lion. Tuan na, daghan di kayo problema. Mao manggod na. I actually like to have a life that I love living. I actually have a life nga bisan paglilion nimo maulawan na lang ka kay giinsulto ko nimo maayo pero di ka katarog. And mao nay grabe ka sakit because giunsa ko ninyo pag insulto. Giunsa ninyo pag mugna akong picture. This is what I still look like. And it doesn't matter to you, but it does matter to me, and that's what's important. I like me even if you don't. Ingat. Kay di ba mo ganan nako, but grabe mo ka obsessed.